Hello, Majid English 8 here. I hope you're doing great, and I hope that your most welcome skill, which is speaking, is improving through watching my video clips. Okay, today we have this new unit of our Blue Interchange for intermediate language learners, and that is Unit 4 of the Blue Interchange. That's it. Yes, Blue Interchange edition 5 I am using, but any other edition is as good. So Unit 4, have you ever tried it? The unit banner tells you that we are going to talk about food mostly, but here our word file. Okay. Main areas covered in Unit 4 are food, recipes, cooking instructions, and cooking methods. Generally talking about culinary skills, expressing likes and dislikes, describing a favorite snack, giving step-by-step instructions or the recipe of cooking something. And under grammar, we will talk about a very important topic, simple past or present perfect, which one to pick. And the sequence adverb, which is the second part of our grammar, and that is not a difficult experience for us. So let's start with this one and just a little enlarge it for you guys, cell phone users. Snapshot, traditional dishes from around the world. Okay, so 4 different countries: Lebanon, South Korea, Singapore, and Brazil, and 4 different dishes. These are generally traditional dishes. So dish in this sense means food. The first one from Lebanon, it says lamb or beef meatballs cooked in yogurt with spices. Okay, so maybe there are some words for you here. Lamb is the meat of the sheep. Let me write them down for you here. If we got sheep, and the meat for that is lamb. Please don't pronounce this B as it is, lamb. And if we got cow, the meat for that is beef, or it could be a calf and a beef. So the baby of that cow is called calf. Okay, so it says lamb or beef meatballs cooked in yogurt with spices, and different types of spices like pepper, like turmeric, like salt, and all those things used in cooking. So this is the food from Lebanon. If it is delicious or not, the one who has tried it should say. What does South Korea offer? This one is Korean style barbecued meat. Might be delicious because it is meat and barbecued. Singapore gives us a dish made from a fish head cooked in a rich curry sauce. I kind of frown upon it because that's fish head, but maybe it is delicious. We should taste it first and then decide. And Brazil, fish and shellfish stew cooked in coconut milk in a clay pot. So what is pot? It's a pot used for cooking. And what is clay? It means made from mud, made from earth. Yeah, clay pot. If you want to have a clear understanding of what it is, Google image helps us. Clay pot. This is a clay pot. So that food is cooked in a clay pot. Might be delicious. Okay. Now, you may pause the video here and talk about your traditional dish from your own country, if there is anything, and talk about that, what it is. For example, if I want to talk about, for example, I say one traditional dish from my country, Iran, is called abgusht, which is literally translated as meat and water, or meat and water, something like that, literally translated. What does it have? It has lamb meat with some potatoes, with some beans, and you cook it or you boil it in water in a clay pot. And when it's done, which takes about 3 hours or so, you serve it with bread and pickles. Oh, makes my mouth water now. It makes my mouth water. Yeah, it means it's so delicious that my mouth starts to water. Okay, so you can have the same sample response from your country and based on a traditional dish. Now, do I have anything here? Oh, yes. What traditional foods are popular in your country? Yeah, this is this question. What traditional foods are popular in your country? So I have imagined that someone from Japan is answering this question. In Japan, there are several traditional foods that are immensely popular. Immensely popular, a very beautiful collocation, very much popular. One iconic dish is sushi, which typically consists of vinegared rice accompanied by various ingredients such as raw or maybe cooked seafood, vegetables, and seaweed. Another beloved Japanese dish is ramen, a noodle soup that comes in various regional styles, featuring, showing, representing, having flavorful broth and toppings like sliced pork, green onions, and bamboo shoots. So there were some words here in this text. One more time, I will let you know about them. Immensely popular, this one was very beautiful. Iconic means prominent, famous. Consist of, be careful, consist of, and accompanied by, coming by. Various, it's various, please pronounce it correctly. Some students go by various. Various ingredients such as raw means uncooked, and beloved or beloved, both pronunciations are correct. Noodle soup comes in various regional styles. Featuring, feature as a verb means show, means include. Flavorful broth and toppings like sliced pork, green onions, and bamboo shoots. So what is bamboo shoots? What is shoot? Shoot means the time that plants are starting to grow. Very little parts of them are coming out of the ground, so that's called shoot, bamboo shoots. Okay. So this was my sample response based on a Japanese person. Yeah, you might have any other response based on your taste or interest. Okay, if you are good, we move to exercise 2. Exercise 2, conversation. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Just looking at this picture, could you please tell me what the setting is? So you're supposed to say who, where, what. So you can pause the video now and talk about it. But if I want to give a sample response, I say, I can see a man and a woman. They are at a restaurant and they feel to be kind of happy because the woman is carrying or wearing some smile. And there's a waiter there taking their order. Okay, the restaurant is kind of dark. I don't know why. So from each picture you can practice your speaking, and that's what I want you to do. Please pause the video where necessary and give your response. But right now I want you to be all ears. Be all ears. And listen to the conversation. Answer these questions. There is a man and a woman in the conversation. And I want you to listen now for these questions. Has the man eaten frog legs before? Has the woman eaten frog legs before? So it is frog legs for man, for the woman. And has the woman eaten snails? What kind of foods are they trying? Okay, so let's go. It says 27.
Unit 4. Have you ever tried it? Page 22. Exercise 2. Conversation. I've never heard of that. Part A. Listen and practice.
Okay. So, listen please and watch out for these questions.
Hey, this sounds strange. Frog legs with butter and garlic sauce. Have you ever eaten frog legs?
Yes, I have. I had them here just last week.
Did you like them?
Yes, I did. They were delicious. Why don't you try some?
No, I don't think so. I'm a little scared of them.
Have you decided on an appetizer yet?
Yes, I'll have a small order of frog legs, please.
And you, sir?
I think I'll have the snails.
Snails? That's adventurous of you.
Okay, so could you find the answer to these questions? Has the man eaten frog leg before? No. What about the woman? Yes, she has. And the woman and the snails? No. Okay, one more time, let's look at the conversation and listen to it for the second time.
I've never...
Hey, this sounds strange. Frog legs with butter and garlic sauce. Have you ever eaten frog legs?
Yes, I have. I had them here just last week.
Did you like them?
Yes, I did. They were delicious. Why don't you try some?
No, I don't think so. I'm a little scared of them.
Have you decided on an appetizer yet?
Yes, I'll have a small order of frog legs, please.
And you, sir?
I think I'll have the snails.
Snails? That's adventurous of you.
So she's surprised that the guy is going for snails. That's adventurous of you. Adventure. Taking risks. Okay. One more time, if I want to read the conversation for the sake of vocabulary and things, it says, hey, this sounds strange. Be careful. It is, this sounds strange. It is not sounds strange. They are kind of assimilated together. This sounds strange. Frog legs with butter and garlic sauce. Have you ever eaten? Have you ever eaten? Present perfect. Have you ever eaten frog legs? My recommendation, if there's a new question for you like this, repeat it hundreds of times out loud. Out loud so it finds a file in your mind for itself. Have you ever eaten? Have you ever eaten? Have you ever eaten? That's how you learn. Yes, I have. Have you? Yes, I have. I had them here just last week. Okay. And did you like them? They were delicious. Why don't you try? A little scared, frightened. Have you decided on an appetizer yet? This guy goes. I'll have a small order of frog's legs, please. And you, sir, I'll have the snails. That's adventurous of you. Okay? Just one thing for the sake of grammar. Please ask me questions. I had them here just last week. Could you ask me a yes/no question out of it? I had them here just last week. Good. Did you have them here last week? And when? When did you have them? When did you have them? Good. They were delicious. Question. Were they delicious? Were they delicious? And how? How did they taste? How did they taste? Good. Good. I'm a little scared. Are you scared? Have you decided? I'll have a small order of frog's legs. Please ask me a question. With what? I'll have a small order of frog's legs. Question with what? What? It's a future tense. What will you have? What will you have? Very good. I want you to practice making questions. That comes handy when you want to speak. And I'll have the snails. What will you have again? And that's adventurous of you. Okay? That was not difficult. I hope you're good. Let's move for part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation and the rest of the story, please.
Page 22. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. How did Aiden like the snails? What else did he order?
So, how did Aiden like the snails? Aiden is the man. And did he like the snails or not? And what else did he order? Okay? Listen, please.
Oh, good. Here comes our server now.
Here are your frog legs. And for you, sir, the snails.
Thank you.
These frog legs are delicious. How are the snails?
Well, I think they're... Yuck. Oh, sorry. I guess snails are too strange for me. I think I'm gonna order something else, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I really don't care for this appetizer. Could you bring me something else?
Yes, of course. What would you like instead?
Try the frog legs.
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what. Just forget an appetizer for me and bring me a nice, juicy steak with French fries and a large soda.
Okay, you got it? Good. So, did he like the snails? The answer is no. And what else did he order? A nice juicy steak with a large cola and some fries. Okay, now if you want to have more speaking practice, please pause the video here and give a summary of this listening part. And the sample response for that summary would be something like this. For example, the woman liked the frog's legs, but the man did not like the snails. So he decided to have another order, and for the second round he went for a steak, a juicy one, with French fries and a large cola. Okay, now let's go back and listen to this part one more time for the sake of vocabulary and
Snails.
things.
What else did he order?
Oh, good. Here comes our server now.
Oh good, here comes our server. Here comes someone means he's coming. And opposite of that, opposite of that, there goes. For example, here comes our server. Oh, there goes our server. Here comes, there goes. Okay. Here comes our server.
Here are your frog legs. And for you, sir, the snails.
Thank you.
These frog legs are delicious. How are the snails?
How are the snails?
Well, I think they're... Yuck. Oh, sorry. I guess snails are too strange for me.
Snails are too strange for me. It means very much strange that I cannot have, yeah? Too strange for me. Too strange for me means very strange that I cannot. That does not work for me.
I think I'm gonna order something else,
I'm gonna. Planned future.
if you don't mind.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind, if it's not a problem for you. If it's not a problem for you. if it's not a problem for you, yeah? If you don't mind, if it's not a problem for you.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Continue.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I really don't care for this appetizer.
I don't care for this appetizer. I don't care for this appetizer. I don't care for I don't like. I don't care for this appetizer. For example, in the afternoon, I ask, do you care for a cup of coffee? Do you care for a cup of coffee? Do you like?
Could you bring me something else?
Yes, of course. What would you like instead?
Try the frog legs.
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what. Just forget an appetizer for me and bring me a nice, juicy steak with French fries and a large soda.
Okay, a nice juicy steak with French fries and large cola. That's it. Okay, so that was our conversation, and that was the second part of that. Okay, so whenever possible, please pause the video and speak. Give a summary. This way, you will improve your speaking. Okay. Let's move. Exercise 3 and pronunciation. Consonant clusters. By cluster, we mean a group of things together. Consonant clusters. And you know that the English alphabet has got 5 vowels, E, A, I, O, U, and the rest of the letters are consonants. So 21 consonants like B, S, D, F. And sometimes if we got 2 or 3 consonants together, it's difficult for us to pronounce. We call them consonant clusters. It means a group of consonants together. For example, here we have consonant clusters beginning with S mostly. S and C. So scan, scan. Let's listen and see how the book pronounces it for us.
Page 23. Exercise 3. Pronunciation. Consonant clusters. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how the 2 consonants at the beginning of a word are pronounced together.
Scan.
Scan. So please pronounce.
Skim.
Skim.
Start.
Start.
Step.
Step.
Smart.
Smart.
Smile.
Smile.
Snack.
Snack.
Snow.
Snow.
Spare.
Spare.
Speak.
Speak.
Brown.
Brown.
Gray.
Gray.
Blue.
Blue.
Play.
Play. So someone might argue these words are not difficult. Everybody pronounces them correctly, but that's not the case. It is blue, but some students go bulu. It is play. Some students go pele. So that's wrong. Brown, not brown. Gray, not gray. So all these are problematic for students, and especially those consonant clusters beginning with an S. So I got some other words for you here lined up as extra practice. Part B, what is part B? Find out more words on page 22. Oh, some consonant clusters on the previous page, and they are these words. Would you like to pronounce them, please? Scared. Strange. Small. Snails. Frog. Frog. It is frog. Between f and r, there is nothing. Frog. And some extra words I have piled up for you here. Please, you pronounce first. I will come after you. Splash. squirrel, street, school, student, American, student, British, strong, screen, string, spring, scrub, square, squeeze, like squeezing your toothpaste, yeah? Okay, you need to exercise care, especially when it is a consonant cluster with S in the beginning, okay? Thank you very much. Our lovely grammar. Present simple or present perfect. Which one to go with? Yeah. This is the hot topic for many students. It's challenging. I just give you one key element. If you want to use present perfect, it means just the action is important for you. The other elements of time, detail, place, or other things are not important. Just the action is important. What do I mean? Through the examples, I will let you know. But here, it says use simple present for experiences at a definite time in the past. It means the time is clear or the time is important or you're talking about the time. Present perfect for the experiences at an indefinite time or within a time period. Okay, it's just talking about one of the applications of present perfect. For example, it says, have you ever eaten frog legs? You see, eating frog leg is something strange. The action is so important that you're not caring about where, when, how, and the other things. So your first priority is, have you ever eaten frog legs? And then the guy says, yes, I have. And then you say, when did you? Where did you eat them? How were they? So these are secondary questions. Prior to everything is this. Have you ever? So the time that you're surprised asking a question like this, you will go with a simple, with a present perfect. And then the guy says, did you like them? Or many other follow-up questions, which are all in simple past. Have you ever been to a Vietnamese restaurant? No, I haven't, but I ate at a Thai restaurant last night. Did you go there alone? What did you eat? How much did it cost you? All the other questions are going back or are referring to that moment last night. So they are simple past. But the first question is present perfect. Let's answer these and then I will have some other examples for you. Or let's do it another way. Let me teach you first present perfect and after that we will go for that exercise. So simple present or present perfect. You please tell me which of them, simple present or present perfect for the experiences at definite time in the past. Definite time, specific time in the past. So it must be simple past. Which one for experiences at indefinite time in the past? Present perfect. Which one for the experiences that began in the past and continues? Present perfect. Of course, it's just one of the applications. I will tell you in a moment. Which ones come with ever and never mostly? Present perfect. Have you ever? No, I have never done that. Okay, so this was a short summary on present perfect and simple past. Now, present perfect and main applications. Something happens in the past. The time, the place, or other details do not matter. The focus is on the action. How? Have you ever seen a live lion? You see, here it's important for me that you have seen a live lion or not. It doesn't matter where, how, or the other things. If it does, if you say yes, then I will go to simple past. Where did you see it? How big was it? Did you touch it? And all of these things come in simple past. Have you ever read this book? It's a great book. Yes, I have. Oh, When did you read it? I've just bought it. Have you talked to her father before? Yes, I have. Really? When did you talk to him? What happened? What did he say? Or any other thing in simple past. I am trying to bring lots of examples so you fully understand this grammar. Has she traveled to Russia before? Yeah, she has. Really? When did she go there? Simple past. Have they been to the Arctic, North Pole? Yes, they have. Oh, really? I didn't know that. When did they go? Simple past. Okay? So this is the first application of present perfect. The focus is on the action, not the other details. Number 2. Something happened several times in the past. The same action, but different times. What does it mean? It means, again, the focus is on the action, not the time. The question you should provide, but it says, I've seen that movie twice. So it's not have you seen or not, because it's not a yes no. It must be a WH question asking how many. So your question is, good. How many times have you seen this movie? How many times have you seen this movie? I've seen it twice. We've eaten sushi several times. So the question is, good. How many times have you eaten sushi? They've argued twice. Really? Are they arguing? How many times have they argued this week? 2 times. She's been to Persepolis twice. So Persepolis, the historical remnants of the Achaemenid dynasty in Iran, it's a must-see place. It's a must-see place. So she's been to Persepolis twice. How many times has she been to Persepolis? Okay, that was beautiful. The second application of present perfect. And the third one, something starts in the past and continues to the present. So what does it mean? It means the verb needs to have the ability to continue. Not every verb can continue. For example, if I say break, this verb cannot be continued. If I say fall, this verb generally cannot be continued. If I say cut, it happens at a split second, so it doesn't continue. Which verbs have the ability to continue? Study, work, live. I've studied English for 2 years. So you want to ask me a present perfect question about the length. Good. How long? How long have you studied English? I've studied English for. We've lived here since 2020. Good. How long have you lived here? And they worked at Agrin Foods for 12 years. How long have they worked at Agrin Foods? They worked there for 12 years. Okay, so if I want to wrap it up for you, generally the focus is on the action in present perfect. And the question surely here is, have you ever, and a PP of the verb. The second one, something happened several times in the past, and you go with how many times have you. And the third one, something starts and continues to the present time, which is how long have you. Okay, you got it? So some students have got some other theories for present perfect. They say something that has started in the past and its effects are still present. It's very difficult to judge what they mean, but these 3 are shortcuts to present perfect. I hope you got them well. Let's do this exercise. I got some other examples lined up for you. You please give the answers. Have you ever eaten? Please pronounce correctly. Now I will work on past and PP of the verbs for you in a second too. Have you ever eaten sushi? Yes, I have. Have you ever? Yes, I have. Has she ever? Yes, she has. Has he ever? Yes, he has. In fact, last week. It is simple past. I ate some just last week. Have you ever tried Moroccan food? No, I haven't, but I'd like to. Did you? Simple past. Did you have breakfast today? Yes, I did. Please don't say yes, I had. Yes, I did. I ate a huge breakfast or a substantial breakfast. Have you ever been to a picnic at the beach? Yes, I have. My family and I had a picnic on the beach last month. We cooked. All these verbs are simple past because they are linking to that experience in the past. Hamburgers. Did you cook dinner last night? Yes, I did. I made spaghetti with tomato sauce. Okay? Not very difficult. Now it says ask and answer questions part B. Okay, let me see what I have here for you. Extra examples with present perfect. So the answers are given. You please give me the question. Says yes, I have. So it is a yes no question. I visited France last summer. So the question is, have you ever traveled abroad? Have you ever seen France? Yeah. I've known my best friend since, so it is the duration of time, the third application that I told you. It is how long. Good, please. How long have you known your best friend? Since we were in elementary school. This one is again a yes no question. Application 1, have you ever? Have you ever tried sushi? No, I haven't had the opportunity to try sushi yet. Okay, again a yes no. Have you? It is she, so has she? Has she visited the Grand Canyon? Yes, she has. She visited it on a family vacation a few years ago. Grand Canyon, the tourist attraction in the United States. Okay. Number 5, again a yes no. Have they? Have they seen that movie before? No, they haven't seen that movie. It's still on their to watch list. It is on their list. Which list? To watch list. The list saying you should watch this movie, that movie, or whatever. And the last one, I've read 7 books, so it is probably how many? How many books have you read this year? How many books have you read this year? I've read 7 books so far. Good for you. 7 books. So this is the story of present perfect. I hope you got it. But in case you need more practice with it, please just drop a comment under this video and I will provide you with more examples regarding that. Okay? Thank you. I hope you're not tired and I hope you're doing great. Exercise 5, listening. Have you tried this before? Okay.
Page 23. Exercise 5. Listening. Have you tried this before? Part A. Listen to 6 people ask questions in a restaurant. Are they talking about these items?
Are they talking about these items? Are they talking about plate, the check, cake, meat, water, the menu? If yes, yes. If not, what are they talking about?
Write Y, yes, or N, no. 1.
Have you finished with this?
No, I'm still drinking it. Thanks.
So, because of drinking it, it's not plate. It is juice, it is water, it is whatever.
2.
Have you tried this before?
I will play this part one more time for you later for the sake of vocabulary. Have you tried this before?
Yes, I have. And it's just as delicious as it smells.
Okay, so it's not going to be the check. It's going to be something like cake or...
3.
Did you taste it?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the waitress to bring me a fork.
So, probably yes. Yeah?
4.
Have you ever eaten this here? I ate it once, but I didn't like it. I think it was cooked for too long.
Yes. I think it was cooked for too long. So, meat.
5.
How is it?
Great, just the way I like it. Black and strong.
No. Black and strong for water? No. Coffee.
6.
Did you ask the waiter for it?
Yes, and it's my treat this time. You paid last time.
No, because it's about paying. It might be the check, the bill, but not the menu. Okay, this was not a difficult listening, but let's listen to it one more time.
Have you finished with this?
Have you finished with this? Present perfect.
No, I'm still drinking it. Thanks.
2.
Have you tried this before?
Have you tried this before? Where are you? I would repeat all these questions. Have you tried this before?
Yes, I have. And it's just as delicious as it smells.
It's just as delicious as. As delicious as. The grammar we covered in the previous video clip. As adjective as.
3.
Did you taste it?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the waitress to bring me a fork.
To bring me a fork.
4.
Have you ever eaten this here? I ate it once, but I didn't like it. I think it was cooked for too long.
I think it was cooked for too long, yeah?
5.
How is it?
Great, just the way I like it. Black and strong.
Black and strong. So strong for coffee means it's now watery.
6.
Did you ask the waiter for it?
Yes, and it's my treat this time.
It's my treat this time. It's my treat this time. So you go to a restaurant with your friend and say, yeah, let's go to this restaurant, my treat. And that means I will pay for that. Let's go to the restaurant, but your treat, because you bought a new car, for example. Or let's go Dutch. Let's go Dutch means everybody pays their own share, yeah? Let's go Dutch. Picky. It was the Persian translation. Okay, and...
You paid last time.
You paid last time. Okay, so finished. Not a difficult listening. Okay. Exercise 6 and speaking. And just a little, I bring down my camera. Adjust it better. Yes. Okay. Speaking. How did you like it? Asking some present perfect questions with their answers. Okay. For the sake of speaking, let's go here and see what Majid English has prepared for us. Yes. So some of these present perfect questions, for the sake of speaking, I have provided some sample responses for you. You can read these, get ideas, and give your own sample responses. Have you ever drunk? Before going forward, we need the past and PP of the verbs. So you need to have memorized these past and PP of the verbs before. For the sake of pronunciation, I just read them once for you. You please repeat with me. Be, was, were, been. Become, became, become. Become, became, become. Begin, began, begun. Bring, brought, brought. It is brought, not brought. Bring, brought, brought. Buy, bought, bought. Choose, chose, chosen. O. Choose, chose, chosen. Come, came, come. Like become, became, become. Come, came, come. Do, did, done. Drink, drank, drunk. Drive, drove, driven. Eat, ate, eaten. It is eaten, not eaten. Eaten, eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Feel, felt, felt. Find, found, found. Fly, flew, flown. Ooh, fly, flew, flown. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Forgotten. See? T and n, nothing in between. Forgotten. Get, got, gotten. Or get, got. Give, gave, given. Go, went, gone. Have, had, had. Heard, heard. Keep, kept, kept. Know, knew, known. No, new, known. No, new, known. Leave, left, left. Leave, left, left. Lend, lent, lent. Let, no change. Lose, lost, lost. Lose, lost, lost. Make, made, made. Meet, met. Pay, paid. Put, no change. Read, read. The same spelling but different pronunciation. Read, read. Run, ran. Run. Say, said. See, saw, seen. Sell, sold. Send, sent. Sing, sang, song. Sit, sat. Sleep, slept. Speak, spoke, spoken. Stand, stood. Swim, swam. Take, took, taken. Teach, taught. See? Teach, taught. Think, thought. Teach, taught. Think, thought. Tell, told. Understand, understood. Wear, wore, worn. And write, wrote, written. Write, wrote, written. Okay? Just this one, I guess I said her, but this here, heard. Here, heard. So if I made a mistake, just you correct it. So speaking, now we are good for speaking in the sample responses. Have you ever drank? Have you ever drunk fresh sugar juice? Yes, I have. It's a sweet, refreshing experience. Like sipping nature's nectar. Like sip nature's nectar juice. The taste is unique, slightly grassy. It's like you're having grass. Utterly delightful. Very beautiful collocation. Utterly means very. Utterly delightful. Very much joyful. A must try. It's a must try. We have must try. Must see. This movie is a must see. This book is a must read. For a burst of natural sweetness. If you want to have a lot of natural sweetness, you have to try it. It's a must try. Good? So lots of words and things in this sample response. Have you ever been to a vegetarian restaurant? Absolutely. Exploring vegetarian options is exciting. Be careful. Options is no. Exploring vegetarian options is exciting. The diverse flavors and inventive dishes, creative dishes, make it a satisfying culinary adventure. A satisfying culinary adventure. Culinary means related to cooking. So, a satisfying culinary adventure. Please pause the video and transfer these vocabulary items into your vocab notebook. You have to do it. It's a great way to appreciate the variety in plant-based cuisine. Cuisine means cooking. So cuisine, culinary, all of these are the words related to cooking. Have you ever had an unusual ice cream flavor? Indeed, I have. Trying unique ice cream flavors, again, the same story. Flavors is no, trying is a tasty journey. Beautiful collocation. From lavender, name of the flower, to balsamic vinegar. Each scoop offers, gives, has a surprise that tantalizes the taste buds. That is tempting for the taste glands on your tongue. Adventurous flavors create memorable treats. Beautiful sample response. Have you ever eaten something you didn't like? Sure, I have. Taste vary, V-A-R-Y, it's not V-E-R-Y. Vary means the verb of various, different. Tastes are different. And I have encountered dishes that didn't align with my preferences. Very beautiful. Align with my preferences means they didn't go with my style. That was not my cup of tea, for example. I didn't like. It's a part of culinary exploration, cooking exploration. Sometimes finding what you don't enjoy helps refine your palate, taste, and culinary choices. So refine your palate. Change or adapt your tastes. Okay, so this was the sample response I provided for this part. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed it so far. So what I am giving you is ample opportunities for you to speak, and what you can do to improve your speaking is to really pause the video and have speaking with the exercises wherever possible. Exercise 8, my friends, and that is word power, cooking methods. So you're gonna cook. How are you gonna cook? Are you gonna put it in water, put it in a fry pan, put it in the oven, or what? Different cooking styles, different cooking methods. Bake, boil, fry, grill. If you want to understand and be able to pronounce correctly, repeat after me. Grill, roast, steam. Okay? So you know, bake goes in the oven, boil is in water, fry in oil, grill is on the grill, the name is grill, or on a direct fire. Anyway, heat comes from beneath, from under, but roast, heat surrounds it from different parts and things. Roast. And steam, with steam, cooking with steam. So how do you prefer these items? Fish, shrimp, eggs, chicken, beef, potatoes, onions, corn, and bananas. How do you like fish? It's your time to pause and speak. For example, I like fish when it's fried and when it is, for example, grilled and roasted. These three I like very much, and my top favorite is fried fish because it makes it more delicious with the spices added to that. My mother makes it once a month and I really love it. A sample response. Or you can say what method you don't like. On the other hand, I don't like fish when it is boiled or steamed. I think it's tasteless and it smells, so that's what I don't like about it. Yeah, this was the sample response for fish. For example, you want to talk about eggs. What do you say about eggs? What's your favorite cooking method for eggs? Okay, I imagine that you have talked about it. If I want to talk about eggs, eggs, I love them in any method they are cooked. But my favorite is fried eggs, especially for the breakfast when I am hungry, with barberry bread, which is the Iranian traditional bread, and with some olives by the side and some orange juice. Wow, makes my mouth water. Also, I like boiled eggs sometimes, but compared to the fry, hands down I like fried eggs better. Chicken, roast chicken I like better, and also fried chicken is delicious, but roast chicken is better because it's healthier, for example. But I don't like boiled chicken because, again, I think it smells and it doesn't have all the beautiful taste that a chicken might surface. Potatoes. If God has given humanity just one thing that we need to be thankful for, that is potatoes. Hands down, that is potatoes. Potatoes in every style is delicious. Boiled potatoes I like very much, especially when I make mashed potatoes with them. Fried potatoes, I'm not going to talk about them. Grilled, delicious. Roast, delicious. Baked, delicious. Steam, probably, and the other things. So that's how you develop your speaking. Please don't just look at this video like this and say, oh, he's speaking beautifully, I can speak as beautifully. No, pause the video and speak. Please face it, your speaking needs attention. Face it. Do I have anything in the word file for this part? Nothing. Okay. Moving. Exercise 9, perspectives. Comfort food. The food that makes you feel comfortable. The food that is reminiscent of your childhood when your mama took care of you and gave you this food, that food, and that was your favorite lovely food. That is comfort food. So that's your time to pause the video and say, for example, what your comfort food of the childhood is. My comfort food from childhood is this because of that, and I used to have it this time, that time, and whatever. Baked macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese. Let's go and which track? Track 33. Okay, let's see.
Page 25. Exercise 9. Perspectives. Comfort food. Part A. Listen to this recipe for macaroni and cheese. Do you think this is a healthy dish?
Baked macaroni and cheese. 1 package elbow macaroni. 4 tablespoons butter. 2 cups heavy cream. 4 cups cheddar cheese shredded.
Okay, so that is the ingredients. All the items necessary for this recipe. It says 2 cups heavy cream, thick cream, and cheddar cheese shredded or grated into small pieces.
First, boil the macaroni in a large pot for 5 minutes.
So boil it in a large pot for 5 minutes, like what you see here.
Then melt the butter on medium heat and add the
Melt the butter on medium heat. Melt butter on medium heat. Add
cream.
Add the cream. Why the? Because here we talked about that. The cream.
Stir for about 2 minutes.
Stir for about 2 minutes. Stir. Beautiful verb.
Next, add the cheese.
The cheese. We talked about it before.
Stir until the cheese is melted. Season with salt and pepper.
Season with salt and pepper. Season as a verb. Shaykhuna wa Maulana Longman. Season as a verb. As noun, we know the 4 seasons of Vivaldi, for example. Season as a verb, to add salt, pepper, or other things to the food. So season the chicken with
pepper.
With pepper. Mix.
Mix and season to taste.
To taste. To taste means as much as you think is necessary. Mix and season. Mix and add salt and pepper as much as you think is necessary. So season.
After that, add the cooked macaroni and mix well.
Add the cooked macaroni, this one that you can see.
Finally, bake for 20 minutes.
Okay, you got it? So, a recipe has got list of ingredients and the cooking instructions. So this one, it says, what does it say? Boil the macaroni. This one, it says, heat the cream on medium heat, or melt the cream. Heat or melt, either will be fine. This one says, add the shredded cheddar cheese. This one says, stir. And this one says, bake it. So if you want to just focus on the verbs, just the verbs in each picture. Here, boil. Here, heat, or the book said melt. Here, add. Here, stir. And here, bake or put in the oven. Okay, so that is how you give the instructions on cooking. Okay, I think this exercise was not very difficult, and neither will be exercise 10, which is grammar focused, but I don't find it that much grammar wise. It's mostly vocabulary, because it says sequence adverb first, then next, after that, finally. And it does matter in which order they come. First, next, then, first, after that, then, next, later, finally. So it's not that difficult. We talked about it before. And here just, it is the recipe of couscous salad. So number them from 1 to 5. Let's just read and see if they have new words for us. Drain the couscous and let it cool. Drain the couscous and let it cool. So drain means take the water of. Drain the couscous and let it cool. Chop some olives. Chop, cut in pieces. Parsley and cheese. Parsley, the vegetable. Toss the cooked couscous with the olives, parsley, and cheese. Okay, toss them, throw them, add them. Pour, another useful verb. Pour water, pour oil. Some couscous into the hot water and let it sit for 10 minutes. Beautiful, let it sit for 10 minutes. Boil a pot of water. Boil a pot. So here the picture is boiling the pot of water. Here it is the adding couscous. Pour some couscous into the hot water. Here is chop some olives, parsley, and cheese. Chop. And here, for example, what is it doing? The picture is not that clear. Anyway, so these are the verbs used for cooking. And do I have anything extra for your grammar here? No. I don't find this grammar difficult, so it's not wise to put our time on it. Just these vocabulary items would be useful for you. You may transfer them into your vocabulary notebook. Exercise 11, on the other hand, the listening is packed with lots of words for us. Let's listen to it. 35.
Page 26. Exercise 11. Listening.
So, learning objective in this listening for us is to listen for details in passages about making food. Covering these interchange series, we are sure that in most areas we have talked and we have vocabulary and grammar related to each topic we want to produce language for. Okay, let's listen.
How do you make it? Part A. Listen to people explain how to make these snacks. Which snack are they talking about? Number the photos from 1 to 4.
We're going to listen to this part 2 times. The first time we just listen for you to have a general understanding of that, probably to give a short summary of that, and just to number the pictures from 1 to 4. Okay? What is number 1? Please, you let me know.
There is one extra photo. 1.
This snack is one of my favorites. First, take a couple tomatoes and chop them. Next, chop half an onion and a little cilantro and put them in with the tomato. After that, you chop a small jalapeno pepper and add that in. Then, put in some lemon or lime juice. Finally, add a little salt and pepper. It's healthy and great with chips.
Okay, healthy and great with chips. So it must be salsa, yeah? Okay, number 2. I guess it was too packed with words, so better we listen to it another time, and after that you give me the summary.
2.
This is really easy. First, you put a little oil in a pan. Then heat the oil. Next, put in the kernels and cover the pan. When the kernels start to pop, shake the pan gently every few seconds. In about a minute, the popping will slowly stop. After that, turn off the heat and pour it into a bowl. Finally, put a little salt on it and enjoy.
Okay, not difficult, right? The popcorn, good.
3.
My grandpa taught me how to make this easy breakfast. First, put egg, vanilla, and cinnamon in a bowl and mix them together. Stir in the milk. Then dip slices of bread in the mixture so both sides of the bread are wet. Cook the bread in a pan on medium heat until both sides are golden. It's delicious with maple syrup.
Good, good. Yeah, so French toast, yeah? Learned from his grandpa.
4.
My mom and I always used to make these. You need butter, sugar, egg, flour, and salt. Oh, and chocolate, of course. First, mix the butter, sugar, and egg together. Then add the flour and salt. Next, add the chocolate and mix it all together. Finally, make balls with the mixture and put them on a tray. Bake in the oven for 8 minutes. I love to eat them with a glass of milk.
Good. Chocolate chip cookies, right? There were lots of words in this part. Let's listen to it another time.
How do you make it? Snacks. Which snack are... There is one extra photo.
Okay, let's listen sentence by sentence.
1.
This snack is one of my favorites. First, take a couple tomatoes and chop them.
Okay, take a cup of tomatoes and chop them. Chop. Take a couple of tomatoes and chop them. Chop. So if you want to see what chopped tomatoes are like, you will go in the chopped tomatoes. Chopped. These are chopped tomatoes. Okay, these are chopped tomatoes. Sliced. Sliced means thin, but chopped is cubic.
Next, chop half an onion and a little cilantro and...
Okay, half an onion and a little cilantro. And cilantro and parsley usually go together. Two vegetables and they usually go together. Cilantro and parsley. If you want to find that in your own language, you should go and see the translation into your language. But in Persian, cilantro shahi and parsley jafari.
Put them in with the tomato. After that...
Sorry, cilantro in Persian, gishnis. Gishnis, sorry.
Half an onion and a little cilantro and put them in with the tomato.
Put them in. So, put them in means add. Add them.
After that, you chop a small jalapeno pepper and
Chop a small jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno pepper is a kind of pepper, so it's a type of pepper.
add that in. Then, put in some lemon or lime juice. Finally,
Put in, again you see, put in some lemon or add some lemon or lime juice.
add a little salt and pepper.
Add a little salt and pepper. What else can you say instead of add salt and pepper? Season it, Muhammad. Very good.
It's healthy and great with chips.
It's healthy and great with chips.
2.
This is really easy. First, you put a little oil in a pan. Then heat the oil.
Heat the oil. So, hot is the adjective. Heat is the noun and the verb. Heat the oil. And you know the pronunciation here tells you heat the oil, not the oil. Heat the oil. See? Heat the oil.
First, you put a little oil in a pan. Then heat the oil. Next, put in the kernels and
Put in the kernels. Put in or add kernels. Kernels, corn kernels, for example, because it's popcorn. Corn kernels. These corn kernels, you put them in, and then you will have popcorns.
cover the pan.
So, cover the pan. Cover the pan means put the lid back on. That is lid. Put the lid back on. Cover the pan. And all of these sentences are imperative sentences, you know, order sentences.
When the kernels start to pop, shake the pan gently
When the kernels start to pop, 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 shake the pan gently.
every few seconds. In about a minute, the popping will slowly stop. After that, turn off the heat and pour it into a bowl.
Turn off the heat and pour it into a bowl.
Finally, put a little salt on it and enjoy.
Enjoy.
3.
My grandpa taught me how to make this easy
My grandpa taught me. So if you always pronounce it taught me, then in listening you don't understand what it says. My grandpa taught me. My grandpa taught me.
breakfast.
See?
3.
My grandpa taught me how to make this easy breakfast. First, put egg, vanilla, and cinnamon in a bowl and mix them.
Egg, vanilla, and cinnamon. Usually listenings and texts about cooking are difficult. Why? Because there's a lot of words that we don't know about. And lots of that could be from other countries as well. So don't worry, oh, if I don't know these words. It is cinnamon. But these are general spices that everybody must know. Cinnamon, yeah? The spice, delicious. You add it to different types of food, and that's good. And even if you haven't tried it, this one, not the ground one, this one, the sticks, put a stick of that in your tea and then just let it brew. And then you see how delicious it becomes. Okay? Cinnamon in your tea. Cinnamon on some desserts. On sholazat. Wow. The Iranian dishes. Anyway, cinnamon.
Them together. First, put egg, vanilla, and cinnamon in a bowl and mix them together. Stir in the milk.
Stir. Stir in the milk. As you are adding milk, stir.
Then dip slices of bread in the mixture.
Dip slices of bread in the mixture. Dip as a noun, as a verb. Dip means a little. You put something in something and take it out. So dip slices of bread and
so both sides of the bread are wet.
So this is your bread, you dip it in, and then the other side, you dip it in.
Cook the bread in a pan on medium heat until both sides are golden.
Until both sides are golden.
It's delicious with maple syrup.
4.
My mom and I always used to make these. You need butter, sugar, egg, flour, and salt.
Okay, so it is flour. It is pronounced like flour, but you know that the context here tells you it is this one, not that one. Yeah? Flour. Yeah, flour.
Oh, and chocolate, of course. First, mix the butter, sugar, and egg together.
Mix the butter, sugar, and egg together.
Then add the flour and salt. Next, add the chocolate and mix it all together. Finally, make balls with the mixture and put
Make balls with the mixture and
them on a tray.
put them on a tray. So in your oven, you got a tray. And then you put everything on it. For example, you want to make pizza, you put everything on the tray and then put the tray back in the oven.
Bake in the oven for 8 minutes. I love to eat them with a glass of milk.
Good, good. Very delicious. So lots of words we learned today, my friends. And this listening was good. I suggest you listen to it several times. In pause, repeat. Little by little, you make these words yours. Okay? Part C. Do I have anything for you in part C? Yes, part C. What does part C say? Tell your partner how to make one of these snacks. For example, I have prepared the recipe for chocolate chip cookies. Ingredients. What do we need for chocolate chip cookies? 1 cup of softened butter, 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Extract means something like juice coming out of. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. It's not white flour, it's not brown, it's all-purpose. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt. And 2 cups of chocolate chips. Okay, so that is the ingredients. Now, first you need to mix them. How? Cream together butter and sugar until light. Cream. Cream as a verb? What does that mean? Cream as a verb. Longman, where are you? Cream as a verb. That's intéressant. Cream. As a verb, cream means mix together. Mix together until they become soft and thick.
Cream the butter and sugar together.
Cream the butter and sugar so they form a soft mixture. Cream together butter and sugar until light or until soft, until they become light. Add eggs and vanilla, beating well or mixing well. In a separate bowl, whisk. Together dry ingredients, gradually add to the wet mixture, then fold in the chocolate chips. Okay, so this is the mixing part. Bake. Drop rounded tablespoons or those mixtures that you have made into round shapes onto a baking sheet and bake at 350 or 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees centigrade for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay. Enjoy. Allow to cool and enjoy your handmade chocolate chip cookies. This was the recipe, a short recipe for chocolate chip cookies with lots of words teaching you. Okay. I hope you've got it. And also you can pause the video and give your own recipe for something. Please do this if you want your speaking to improve. Exercise 12, it's my favorite food. Discuss these questions. What's your favorite food? Is it easy to make? What's in it? How often do you eat it? Where do you usually eat it? And how healthy is it? Okay, so for the sake of speaking, I recommend you pause the video now and give your own answer to these questions. And in case you want to see my sample response to this, it is this one. What's your favorite food? Oh, apple pie is definitely my favorite. The combination of sweet, cinnamon, now we know what cinnamon is, cinnamon infused apples added with cinnamon, and that golden crust, the layer under, is simply irresistible. Very beautiful. And one more time, apple pie is definitely my favorite. The combination of sweet, cinnamon infused apples and that golden crust, simply irresistible. Irresistible means I cannot stop myself against that. Irresistible. Please transfer these words into your vocabulary notebook. Is it easy to make? Well, as an intermediate baker, I'd say it's manageable. It's not easy, but it's manageable. The key is getting that perfect balance in the crust and ensuring that apples are just the right amount of sweet and tart. Tart means somehow sour. It might take a couple of tries, but practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So it might take a couple of tries. Practice makes perfect. Okay. What's in it? The main ingredients are fresh apples, sugar, cinnamon, and of course that essential pie crust goes under and also over. Some recipes might add a squeeze of lemon for an extra flavor kick. For an extra added flavor. Some words are so simple you cannot define them. How often do you eat it? I try not to indulge too often. Not to indulge is the time that you let go of your diet or anything and you just eat whatever you like. I try not to do that too often, but maybe once a month. Let's see what Longman tells us for indulge. To let yourself do or have whatever you enjoy. Not to be bound, for example, by your diet. Most of us were too busy to indulge in heavy lunchtime drinking. Yeah? So, indulge. It's a delightful treat for special occasions. Just when I want to savor something comforting and sweet. Savor means eat and enjoy. Okay. Where do you eat it? I enjoy it at home, especially when it is just out of the oven, filling the kitchen with that warm, cozy aroma. Smell. Of course, sharing a slice with friends and family makes the experience even better. Which experience? This experience that we are talking about. How healthy is it? Well, let's be honest, or let's face it, it's not exactly a healthy food. The sugar and butter in the crust, along with the sweetness of the apples, make it more of a dessert than a daily snack. But hey, a little indulgence now and then is good for your soul, man. Right? Just pair it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Add. For the full experience. Okay? So this was my sample response for the apple pie. You can give any other favorite food that you like and talk about it. Okay. Exercise 13, again, another delicious food. It is something, especially for dinner if you don't want to go that heavy at night. Guacamole, perfect. So what is it? A little, I need to enlarge it. Yes, guacamole. You need the ingredients: 1 tomato, half a red onion, 3 avocados, 1 lime, 1 fresh green chili pepper, 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Yes, I usually make it myself every night or so, and I recommend you do it. First, chop the tomato, onion, and chili pepper, and cilantro. Chop them. Then scoop out the flesh of the avocados. Scoop out is a beautiful word, flesh. So this part is the flesh, this part is the skin, and this part is the stone. And mash it with a fork. Then squeeze the lime and mix the juice with the avocado. Finally, combine all the ingredients, mix well, and season with salt and to taste. So season with salt to taste. I also add some black pepper to it. Very delicious. You can have it with chips, or even better than that, with tortillas. Yeah. Okay. Read and discuss each recipe, then choose. Okay. So it says, prepare your own recipes. Have I had? Yes. Pizza. I have written the instruction to make a pizza. What materials do you need for a pizza? You need the dough, tomato sauce, cheese, veggies, meat, and some toppings that go at the top. It could be sausages or whatever. What are the steps to make a pizza? First, roll the dough into a circle. Roll it out, or rectangle, depending on your preference. Ensure an even thickness, so the thickness must be even throughout. Then spread a layer of tomato sauce over the dough. Then add your favorite toppings, cheese, veggies, and meats. Be creative, means go as you like. Preheat the oven. Then bake the pizza until the crust is golden and the cheese is melted. Keep an eye on it for the perfect doneness. For the perfect doneness means it's not rare, it's not too well done, so you don't burn it. Let the pizza cool for a few minutes before slicing. Serve and savor the delicious results. So sometimes you say, what word can I use instead of this? For example, what word can I use instead of pizza? In the beginning you say pizza, 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 and here it says the delicious results. The delicious results. So you can even just finish the sentence here. Enjoy the delicious results. It means your pizza. Of your homemade pizza making adventure. Okay, so this was about a pizza and instructions how to cook it. Okay. And finally, the reading. The reading. Okay, about pizza. The word's favorite food. Is it the word's favorite food? Let's see. Here there are some other questions for you to scan the reading for these things, but because I don't want this video to be that long, I just go. Reading. It is the 14th. Pizza, the world's favorite food? Okay. Let's read it together for the sake of vocabulary and the other things. Food and the way we eat it is always changing. As society develops, we learn new ways of growing, processing, and cooking food. Also, when people traveled to live in other countries, when people travel to live in other countries, they take their knowledge of cooking with them. And food must fit modern lifestyles and local tastes too. So it is giving you some introduction on the reading. One food that has done this successfully is the pizza. So it has successfully changed and developed. It has successfully gone from this country to a new country, and it is fitting our modern lifestyle and even the local taste. So as we read, you see that all of these things are satisfied with pizza. The pizza we recognize today first appeared in Italy in 1889. A famous baker from Naples made a special pizza for the Italian royal family. Queen Margherita loved the dish so much, the baker named it after her. Name something after someone. Named it after her. For example, he was named John after his late uncle. The uncle passed away and he was named after him. Since then, this simple meal of bread, cheese, and tomatoes has traveled the world, and it has adapted to local cultures. Adapt, change. Pizza began its journey in the 1890s, means 1890 to 1899, when many Italians moved from New York in search of a better life. There, they continued to make pizzas, and the first pizza shop, opened in 1905. At first, it was only popular with Italians, but by the late 1940s, Americans discovered a taste for it. Today, they spend an incredible $37 billion a year on pizzas. Wow. Pizza continued its travel around the world, adapting all the time. In Sweden, for example, it is not unusual to have peanuts and bananas on your pizza. Japan is a nation of seafood lovers, so not surprisingly, they love octopus and squid, as well as roasted seaweed toppings. Australians probably kangaroo. Australians sometimes choose kangaroo or crocodile, and in the Philippines they like mango or on their pizza. So for Philippine is another country going with in the Philippines, the US, the UK, the Netherlands. The popularity of the pizza is also related to our changing lifestyles. In today's super fast society, people often don't have the time or energy to cook. So they order takeout, and very often it's pizza. If you don't even have time to sit down, buy a single slice and eat it standing up. So you see, pizza has adapted itself to our lifestyle. That's why we go for it. Traditional food, though maybe delicious, though maybe nutritious, but that's not adapting with our new lifestyle. The pizza has come a long way from its beginnings in an Italian city. It has grown to become one of the world's favorite foods. So this was our reading about pizza. Not many words in it. In order to teach you how you can summarize the text, I've provided a summary for you. Pizza originating in Italy in 1889, has evolved into a global favorite food. Firstly, crafted for Queen Margherita, it traveled with Italian immigrants to New York in the 1890s, gaining popularity. So you see how it is pruning the text and giving just the important parts. By the 1940s, means the decade of 40, Americans embraced it, spending $37 billion annually. Pizza adapted worldwide with unique toppings like peanuts in Sweden, octopus in Japan. So it's not necessary to say octopus and squid and seaweed. So just one of them. It's summary. And kangaroo in Australia. Its success is tied to, linked with fast-paced lifestyles, offering a convenient meal, giving you a convenient meal. Today, pizza stands as a testament to culinary globalization, as a testament to something, as a proof to something. Culinary, we talked about it. Uniting diverse tastes in a simple dish loved worldwide. Okay, so this was how you can summarize a text that big into just 86 words. How big is this text? This text is 270, so it is even more than that. The text is originally 330, but we shortened it to about 1/4 its size. Okay, so that is how you summarize. And finished. Yeah, this is part C. What is the part C? How has local food changed in your country? Okay, the local food in your country. Okay, how has local food changed in your country? So please pause the video and talk about the changes in the local food in your country over the past 5 decades. And what new foods do you eat now that you didn't in the past? So I have provided here some text about Iran. In Iran, local cuisine or eating food has evolved over the past 50 years. The traditional dishes like kebabs, you have to try it, and stews remain staples. Staple means main food. But globalizations introduced new flavors, new taste. Fast food and international cuisines gained popularity. Newcomers include pizzas, burgers, and diverse salads. So newcomers means the new food that have come to the country. While Persian dishes continue to thrive, to succeed, the culinary landscape means the cooking atmosphere now reflects, shows a fusion of local and global taste, a combination of local and global taste, enriching our gastronomic experience. Gastronomic, again, related to food. So lots of words today we read about food. Cuisine was one of them. Culinary was one of them. Gastronomic was one of them. My suggestion, please transfer all these words into your vocabulary notebook and anything else. No. So next session we will go to unit 5 of interchange. Hit the road. Okay. As a summary of what we talked about today, lots of things we talked about. So, a summary of this unit. We talked about present perfect in the scenario of foods, international foods from different countries. The conversation of the man with frog legs and snails. Consonant clusters we talked about. Present perfect in simple past. I taught you and provided you ample examples with that. I hope you learned it. Speaking, we did. Cooking methods. Here we talked about different cooking methods. Recipes, the steps of doing something, The listenings, full of words. Speaking again, we had guacamole, delicious, and pizza that we talked about. And in the word file, what did we talk about? It was unit 4, talking about food and things. And so it makes my mouth water. We talked about it. Here, some of the words, for example, the food from Japan. Immensely popular, a beautiful collocation. We talked about it. Conversation. Here comes, there goes. We talked about. Too strange, very much strange. If you don't mind, if it's not a problem for you. I don't care. Means right now I don't like to have it. And here, pronunciation, consonant clusters with some other examples. Present perfects in the simple present. Sorry, simple past. How did I make this? Simple past. Accidents happen. And here I told you that present perfect has got some main applications, but the focus is on the action. In all of them, the action is the primary focus for us. Have you ever? How many times have you? And how long have you? We talked about it. Present perfect, here, the examples that we talked about. Listening, my treat, or let's go Dutch, just the opposite. Speaking, we talked about it. And in the listening, the words were a lot. Cilantro and parsley. Put in means add. Heat, noun and verb. Heat the oil. We talked about it. Cover the pan. Put the lid back. Cinnamon. Dip. Flour. Tray. Lots of words, in fact. Lots of words. In the speaking also, there were a lot of words. In the writing, I told you about pizza. In here, again, we talked about pizza with its words. Okay. Final word. I hope you have enjoyed the video clip today, and I hope that you have learned a lot from today's lesson talking about culinary styles. So, several things you need to do. Number 1, transfer the vocabulary into your vocabulary notebook and read it over and over every day. Number 2, watch the videos over and over, pause them, and speak with me. Okay? This way your speaking will improve. And number 3, listening must not be forgotten. So go to the playlist related to listening and also listen to that. And apart from that, you can listen to many other listening samples. Okay? I hope the combination of all of these makes a good experience, an enjoyable experience for you in your language learning journey. Okay? I hope you have a brilliant day ahead of yourself. Thank you for watching the video clip and take good care of yourself. Take care and bye.